Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, hi, hi. I'm trying something new today and I don't know what I'm doing. If it's going to work or it's not going to work. It's not showing up. Yeah, sorry guys for the delay. Here we go. Maybe this might work. Yeah, there we go. I'm able to share it into the group. Um, Something new I'm trying today. Let's see if you people are gonna come and join. Well, hello. Yeah. So today, what I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna talk about the influence of a non-holistic personality on the society that influenced the course of history. Because today, a lot of people are repeating history. People don't learn from history. People don't learn from the things that happen in another country or in somebody's life or whatever. People don't learn from it. We always repeat history. We don't learn from the past, which is very sad that we don't do, that people don't learn from history. It's very sad because a lot of people don't. Okay? People must think less about what they should do, but more about what they really are, right? A lot of people do that. So, yesterday, I talked about the inability to be content is a distinct sign of non holistic personality because holism is of a personality is exact about being happy, right? Holistic holism is about inner being, right? If you missed the broadcast yesterday, which I talk about it, I encourage you that you go and listen to it and you can learn from it because we're all learning, right? We're all learning. Nobody's perfect, everybody's learning. Every day you learn new thing. If you're not learning something every day, then I'm afraid that you are living a life of ignorance, okay? So we have to learn and we have to grow in our daily life, okay? So this content, we're going to talk about a little bit this content. This content can vary in skills. This content can be very in a lot of skills, right? So personal conflict or quarrel or hatred are can lead to non-holistic personality. Okay, that would turn somebody or turn the world around. Okay, so sometimes we quarrel. Like we quarrel with your spouse, you quarrel with your children, you quarrel with a neighboring country, you have a conflict with a neighboring country, all the kind of things. and can lead into a big crisis if you don't know how to handle it. Okay, so some people are victim of a greed. Okay, a lot of presidents today in African countries, they are guilty of this. They are greedy. They have cruel personality that lead to dangerous thing because of their greed or because of their cruel personality that can also affect the nation, that can affect the citizen, that can make the citizens start behaving in an abrupt way or a violent way and stuff like that. So the personality whom have all things to be called a holistic one. Okay, at first, power, power, money, influence, fear of the enemies, and on the line. But these personalities are far from holism. All of these personalities are far from holism. Okay? If a person is discontent with what he has, it means that he focus initially on having and not only as the source of his contentment but also as the indicator of being personality. Okay, the goal of life is to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody, nobody wants to be unhappy, but sometimes greed and selfishness and egoism are naturally, there are natural things. Okay, people can be greedy, they can be selfish about something, they're egocentric about something. It can be a natural cause that exists, right? But the result in peace and harmony, we want everything to result in peace and harmony. You can be greedy, you can be selfish, but let it be in result of harmony, okay, and peace. A person is nothing if he has nothing. Some people think of that. I am nothing if I don't have anything. If I don't have anything for show for, I am nothing. Okay? A lot of people look at this way, that whatever I have, and if I don't have anything or have a little, then I am nobody. Because somebody think that I am nobody if I don't have $1 million in my account, if I don't have a house over, if I don't have my own house, if I don't have my own car, I am nobody. Okay? Like, okay. You can be content or happy as a result of non-holistic. Okay? We often identify ourselves with what we have and think we are rich, while in fact we are poor because our inner self is poor. When your inner self is poor, no matter what you have outwarded, you are still poor. Even if you have $1 billion in your account, but if your inner self is not at peace, you're a poor person because your inward need to be happy. Your inner being has to have more power than your outward, because a lot of people showcase what's in the outward, but inwardly they are dying. So you need to understand that the power and wealth are the tools to serve people, not to use people, because a lot of people think that when they have power or they have money, they can just use people anyhow they feel like it. Does that make you happy? Maybe some people makes you happy, but you are supposed to be serving people, because when Jesus Christ was here on earth, he was serving people. He was not using people to his own advantage. It was serving them, making them better, and growing them up, lifting them up, because that is what a leader are supposed to be doing. But do you think that African leaders or leaders around the world, you think that most of them are doing this? No, they use the citizen, they maltreat the citizen, they abuse the citizen, they just do whatever they want because they have the power. Doesn't mean when you have a power, you're supposed to use it against people. You're supposed to use it to serve people, live as an example. But sorry, a lot of leaders in Africa are not doing. They are misusing their power. They want the power. I want to become president. I want to make a change. I want to do this. I want to do that. And now they have the power to do it. They don't do it. They think about themselves. They become greedy and they become cruel. They become something else. The reason why a lot of country goes to war is because the other nation has using economic pressure and various threats. This is why a lot of country citizens fight against other citizens, other ethnic group fight against other ethnic group because of these things: power and wealth. They are not supposed to be hatred. Power and wealth are not supposed to be hatred. We're supposed to use our power to serve people, to uplift people. We're supposed to use our wealth to help people, to build up, to do the things of God, not to use it against evil, to use it for evil, because that is what a lot of people are doing today. The rule of group of people in power are unhappy with whatever other country is doing or whatever. Like for example, I use my country as a case story. Okay, the SLPP, APC are two party. They don't like each other. They hate each other. They keep on undoing each other work. Like somebody have spent 20 years in power or 15 years in power or 10. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. Let's say somebody have spent 10 years in, because that's the maximum somebody can spend in power in Sierra Leone anyway. So you spend 10 years in power. You've worked hard. You've developed something. You have created some system that are working good for the country. And somebody else come, instead of learning from that system, okay, what is not working in that system? Can we fix it? Okay, can I bring something more that can improve the system better? Not bring it down, but increase it, elevate it. But they will never do such thing. Instead, they will change it without bringing something good. They keep on undoing each other. That is not good. You are creating more problem. If you cannot solve or you cannot bring solution to something better, leave it the way it is. Because guess what? You becoming a president of a country or you becoming a leader for anything, you have a responsibility. And guess what? God is going to hold you accountable that everything that happened in your power while you're ruling, whatever happened, while you are in power, you're going to be responsible for it. So you need to be thinking, if you want to become a president or if you want to become a leader, you have to know that there is a responsibility that's involved. That whatever happened, it's going to be on you. But people don't realize they just want the power. I want the power. I can travel wherever I want. I can do whatever I want. I can build whatever house I want. I can invest. That is why they want to be. They are not going into power because they want to bring changes, because they want to serve the people. No, they don't want. That is not why they go in power. No, that is not why a lot of people become a president, because they want to serve the country. That is not why. Because they want to use, they want to gain themselves. That is a selfish and greed act. That is not why you're supposed to become a president. You're becoming a president to serve the people, not the people to serve you. Because today in Africa, that is the opposite. The people, the citizens are serving you instead of you serving the people. So, the lust of power blind the human mind, which no longer has room for thought about people who have become tools to secure that power. What are they doing? People fighting. I must become a president or everybody's going to lose their life. What kind of evil thought is that? I'm going to create war into this country because I want to be in control. God does not want you to be in control. Why are you forcing to become in control? Let the will of God be done. But no, people will lose their life because of your own greed and selfish reason. It is also because of discontent with one ethnic group that usually rebellions start happening. Like in Sierra Leone right now, one ethnic group is discontent with the other ethnic group, and the other ethnic group is discontent. So guess what? There is a rebellious. And who suffered? You think that the president is going to suffer? No, he's not going to suffer. It's the citizen that suffers. Innocent people that does not eat a cup of the money. Those are the ones that are going to suffer. Who is suffering right now in Sierra Leone? The president is flying all over the world. And guess what? The citizen cannot afford a 1 square meal. They don't have a job. So people don't use their brain. People don't use their mind. You try to kill yourself for these people that do not even care about you at all. Ethnic group. What is all about that? Let's do the right thing. What is the right thing to do that is going to benefit everybody? That is what you're supposed to be thinking about. Now, I want my tribe people to rule. I want my tribe people to rule. And guess what? The innocent people suffer. Rebellious. The group become rebellious. They refuse the very fact of the independent existence. Why do we exist? If for all of us to work as a team. So the unwillingness to reconcile this distinction of others and the right of expressing will of outstanding sign of non-holism are the entire nations suffer. Okay, I'm going to read something from a renowned, everybody knows about Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud said this. He said, personality goes through life with the mindset of having and honing is a neurotic. What does that even mean? Going through life with the mindset of having and owning is neurotic. So heal personality, because there are a lot of pastors, some of them, and presidents that have healed personality. Then the society made up of such personality is healed too. If the president is healed, what's going to happen to the society? It's going to be healed too. It's going to be sick. So whatever personality that the president have, if he have a servant personality, all the members, all the citizens are going to be servants. But if the personality of the president is, oh, I'm a rebellious person, I'm gonna rule the world, guess what? The ethnic group of that president is going to have that same mentality and start thinking like how the president is thinking. But if the president stands say, no, I want peace, I want love, and he shows it, what's gonna happen? It's gonna reflect the country. But if it's like fist, power, pound, 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 what's gonna happen? The citizens are going to buy fist, power, pound, pound, pound. It's gonna be fighting all over the place. But when you preach love and you show it, you peace, you show it to the people. What? The people are gonna think, wow, I'm gonna love my enemy. I'm gonna pray for those who persecute me. Even though they hate me, but I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to love them anyway. I'm going to do the right thing because I have accountability. I'm going to be accountable for this time that I'm in power for. God is going to hold me accountable for it. Even though you're not accountable to the citizen, because in Africa, like a lot of presidents are not accountable to the citizen. I have the power. I can do whatever I want, and I'm going to go scot free for it. Nobody's going to hold me accountable for it. So they do whatever they want. But if they have some kind of, hey, even if you're not accountable to the citizen of the country, you're going to be accountable to God when you die. That has to be in the skull of every African. Because if you know you have to accountable for it to God, whatever you do in your term of rulership, you will be thinking wise that whatever you do, you're going to do it with the truth. Because you know you're going to accountable. If people are going to lose their life under your government, you're going to be accountable. What happened? Why did people lose their life? Why people were going hungry under your government? What were you doing? If you don't have the education today, God have make it so much better that the internet, there is lots of free information there at your fingertip. You go to the other country, you travel anyway, their economic is booming. You can and learn from them. Don't just go there to live a luxury life, but go there and acquire knowledge. If you're having the country is going through financial problem right now, go and acquire knowledge how you can bring it up. If the minister currently there is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, fire him. Find one that can actually do the job. Don't be like, oh, he's my countryman, and then the country is going down the drain, and a lot of life are at risk. And you're saying, oh, babe, it's my countryman, I cannot fire him. God is gonna ask you why. I put these people under your power. I put these people as your responsibility. What did you do? Nothing. You're gonna tell God's story? You think God is gonna be interested in your story that you're gonna be telling him? You're supposed to be doing something. If you're not fit for the position, don't go and apply for it until you know that you can actually do the job. So, a mindset based on having is the root of all kind of discontentment, gambling, and all kind of stuff. Discontentment. When you have a mindset of discontent, you're not happy with whatever you want. You just want, you want. You have, even you still want. Because lots of presidents in Africa are discontent, even though they are paying a fat salary, they have all these abundance, but still they're discontent. They will go into the country resources and take from it because your money enough. Your money is enough for you to invest in some business, do some kind of thing with your salary is enough, not for you to go to the budget of the country to manage the country and you embezzling it. That's stealing. That's evil. That is a no-no. Gambling people's life because of your own selfishness. So the mindset based on having and the discontentment, gambling, and greed are hatred. It provoke only breed destruction. But the mindset of being and holism is full value of honor, of personality. Okay? Simple discontentment can become and how inferior and non-holistic personality can influence the destiny of country and nation. Simple like that. Discontentment can become an inferior of non-holistic personality can influence the destiny of a country and a whole nation. So that is why it is important to learn how to be grateful for the things that are already present in your life. Be grateful for it. No matter how small or big it is, be grateful. Say, God, I thank you for this food that you gave me today. God, I thank you for waking me up today because there are a lot of people that couldn't wake up today, but I'm able to wake up. I can breathe. I can walk. I can talk. I can do things. I'm grateful for it. But a lot of people are not grateful. Oh, I have this little car. I'm grateful. I have a car. I have a house, a roof over my head. I'm grateful for it. Thankful for whatever you have. Whether it's little or small, be grateful for it. Because when you are grateful for it, God will add on to it. Don't go and be stealing from other people so that you can satisfy yourself. That is the wrong way to go about it. So, by becoming grateful, we help not only ourselves, but the entire society. Excuse me. Because the little leverage leavened the whole lump. So just a little bit of yeast. When you put a little bit of yeast, what happened? You make it whoa. When you're baking a bread and you put yeast on it, what happened? You swell up. It becomes great. So if you have a little bit of something, appreciate it. Because one day that small thing will become great. But don't be greedy. Don't be dissatisfied with your life. Be grateful for your life. So every country needs holistic personality. Every country in Africa, everywhere in the world, they need a holistic personality. then the society can lead the country and the nation to a better tomorrow. If the president have a holistic personality, then that country will have a better tomorrow. But if it lack the holistic personality, guess what? Chaos, violence, war, you name it, everything is that happening in the country. So I'm going to round it up now. There are certain questions. I'm just going to test your ability or test yourself. Test yourself. So this is a scenario. What would be your response in this scenario? If you have a problem with your neighbor and both of you believe that that other person is at fault or your neighbor is at fault, or like, what would you do if you have a problem with your neighbor? What would you do? Will you hire some men to pursue them or go kill them? Because that is what a lot of presidents do today. They know they're at fault. You cannot criticize them. You cannot talk to them. You cannot do anything. They're going to hire somebody to put pressure on you or to kill you or to do something so that you can shut up. Like, do you think that is healthy? Would you be somebody like that? Or will you submit a claim to the police? Say, well, this is what my neighbor is violating me. This is what my neighbor is doing, and I don't like it. Can you guys please go and talk to my neighbor? Or would you do that? That is a second option. Or will you visit the neighbor with a cake, bake a cake, or make a food? Or maybe the neighbor will think, oh, you're going to come and poison me. But if you both going to eat it, I don't think he's going to think that, oh, I think he comes to poison me or something like that. Because sometimes African mentality, they start thinking evil. When somebody do something nice to you, they start thinking evil about it. And you suggest how you can make peace over a tea. Say, okay, I'll bake a cake or I'll bake a bread and I'll bring it over to your house. And this problem that we're having with my neighbor, we're going to settle it. I think that will be a better choice. You settling things with your neighbor over a coffee, over a cake, over a dinner, over a lunch, or whatever it might be. Settle it. We try to create peace, peaceful environment. This is another scenario. Class yourself. Think how you're going to respond to this scenario. Okay. So, do you think that you have holistic personality because you are holistic personality because you have a good house or car or family? Is that it? No, I don't think so. Do you think that you are decent citizen of a country who never harmed anyone or stole anything? So you are holistic personality because of you are a decent a citizen and you've never steal anything. You are just a good citizen. Do you think that that's not good enough? That's when if your that will be your answer, that is not good enough. Okay? Or you might think that your work is connected with people and you feel pleasure from the fact that I am useful at least to someone. Okay, that would be okay to think like that. Or a better option, you can think like your life is to do service to people. That is why we are existing here. We are supposed to serve people, not use people, because a lot of people use people today. We're not supposed to be use people to serve them. I'm gonna serve you, you're gonna serve me. Is balance each other. What do you need? I'll give it to you. What I need, you give it to me. That is how it's supposed to be. Even Jesus Christ himself, he did it while he was here on earth. He was serving. Today in churches, for example, what do you think? They use the members to enrich themselves, and the members cannot send their kids to school. They cannot afford one square meal, but yet they are sucking money out of them. And they say that I'm a holistic personality. I don't know. The last one I would like to talk about, and then I'm going to give you an assignment that you need to do. Do it. Do it. Please do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay? So, this 1 year, so do you give enough attention to your inner condition? Are you a carrier of a certain identity? Or are you a personality, or do you have an inner core? Do you? You might say, unfortunately, no, or maybe yes, or certainly yes. Where do you belong in that? That's the question for you. Where do you belong in it? Do you give yourself enough attention to your inner condition, how you feel inwardly? Or it's just all about outward, how people think about me, what people class me about, whatever. But inside of you, you're dying, but you don't really care about you inwardly. Or are you just think about your personality, or you never have an inner core of yourself? Something to think about, because it is very important for you to care about your inward condition more than your outward condition. So I'm going to end up with this some assignments that you might do for yourself. You need to analyze your words. Whenever you're saying things, analyze your word. Take action related to people to find out what is your mindset about life. What is your mindset about life? Think about it. What is your mindset about life? What is your life supposed to be like? Something question you need to ask yourself. And number two question: when you've done thinking about what your mindset is about life, then list down 5 items what you need to change in your life. After you think about what your lifestyle is supposed to be and how you're actually living your life, now list down 5 items that you need to change in your life right now, so that you will be on your way to the life that God actually wants you to become. And number three, you need to review your attitude with people. You need to ask for forgiveness for anybody that you have hurt or harmed or whatever it is. Review your attitude that you've acted to your parents, to your husband, to your wife, or whatever it might be. Review it and ask for forgiveness, because you need that. You need that, because that's the only thing that is going to lead you to healing. If you want to heal yourself inwardly, you need to forgive people. You need to let go of people. Don't hold people into your heart, because it's just going to cause you more trouble than ever. Then, number four question: what do you live for? What do you live for? Some people might say, I live for my family. Well, I live for whatever it might is. But think about it. What God wants you to live for and what you are actually living for. Like, compare it. If it's matching what actually life you are living. And the final one, you need to draw a person you want to become. This is the person I want to become. Write down the quality that you want in that person to become a holistic person. I want to become a holistic person. Draw the person that you want to become. This is the person I want to become. I want to become a holistic personality, and put it in order. And then choose 3 most important one that you want to concrete in your future. Choose that, because you need to list five of things that 5 items that you need to change in your life. And now you have to concrete it. Say, this is what I'm going to draw a picture. This is the person that I want to become. This is the person that God wants me to become. And this is the person I am going to become. And then you live your life like that to the fullest, so that when you die and you emptied yourself out, not going with yourself full back to God, but empty yourself out. Okay? So please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Matilda Susan Buckner. You can subscribe to it, because every video that I do daily, I upload it Like, I also have a live stream YouTube going on right now. And I don't know who's this person that keep on watching. But thank you. Welcome. I appreciate that you come and learn. I appreciate you for that. So, so that's all. That's gonna be all for today. I hope you guys learned something today. Take these things very serious. Put them into practice, and if you do put them into practice, you will see the result. I'm not just idle. I just want to do this thing. I'm doing it because I know it's gonna help people. It's gonna change people's mind. It's going to transform people if you put it into practice. But if you're just gonna listen to me, oh, she just talk or find ways to pass time, then you will never see the result in your life. But if you listen to me, you put them into practice, you will definitely see the result and you will thank me later. So, thank you guys again so much for joining, and God bless you guys. And I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, on my Facebook page and also my YouTube channel. Thank you, and God bless you, and bye.